Good morning, Year 2. Here is today's maths video, and we are looking at two-step problems. So that means word problems involving money, but where you have to do two calculations within one problem. Okay, so I want you to discuss what these words mean and see if you can remember from the week what they mean, okay? So the total is the amount when adding up items. So it's the amount all together, isn't it? Difference is how much in between two amounts. And change is how much the shopkeeper gives you when you pay with a larger amount of money. Okay, larger amount of money. Well done if you got those correct. That means you've been listening all week, which is fantastic. Okay, so here is our first step, two-step problem. Eva is given £12 for her birthday and another £14 arrives in the post. So we don't know the total, so we'll leave the top bar blank, but we can pop her £12 in here and her £14 in here. And now we can work out her top amount. So add our ones up first, so 4 add 2 is 6. But then in the tens column, we've got 1 and 1, which is 2. So she has got £26. So she has £26, which means we worked that out correctly. But then she puts £19 in the bank. Okay, £19 in the bank. So we need to, oh dear, I'm going to split the bar in two. We know that she puts £19 into the bank. We need to know how much she has got left. So how much fills this bar? Now I'm going to do a number line because I find that the easiest. So I'm going to do it right across the middle here. Probably doesn't need to be that long, but I'm going to start with £26 here, and I need to take away £19. So remember, we always take away our ones first. Now I can't take away 9 from 6, but I can get to my nearest 10. So I'm going to take away 6 as my first jump. So take away 6 takes me to £20. Now I still haven't quite got to 9, but I know that 6 to 9 is 3, so I'm going to take away another 3. So let's take away 3, because these two here make 9, which is exactly what we want. 20 take away 3 is 17, and I'm going to keep it in pounds to help us. And then all I need to do, because I've taken away my 9 now, all I need to do is take away the 10, and we can do that really easily. So let's do one big jump. I'm going to take away 10. Pop that there, and that takes me to £7, because 17 take away 10 is 7, and then I just double check by making sure that all my jumps make 19. 10 add 9 is 19. So the amount that Eva has left is £7, because we know that 7 add 19 makes 26. Ron earns £6. So we've circled £6 on our number line. He gives £2 to charity. That's our first step. So step number 1. And then this is step number 2. So let's do step number 1 first. He gives £2 to charity. So that means it takes away from his £6. So we need to jump 2 on our number line. So 1, 2. So Ron has now got £4. So I'm going to make a note of that here. So after he's given £2 to charity, he's got £4. But then his dad gives him a £5 note. So if he gives him a £5, that's adding to his total. So what we can do is from here, we need to add 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it's really important that I started at the 4, not the 6, because that was his new total. And his new amount of money is £9. So he's much better off than when he earned his £6, isn't he? So we can say Ron now has £9. Okay? And that's why number lines are really, really good, because we can use them to take away and add in the same question. Ron's friend is selling these things. Ron buys some black gloves and the action figure, and he pays with a £10 note. So that is step 1. Let's work that out first. So he buys the black gloves and the action figure. So £4 add £1 is £5. So Ron spends £5. And he pays for it with a £10 note. How much change does he get? So we know that he pays with £10, but out of that £10 he is spending £5. How much is left? Now you shouldn't need a number line to work that out, because it's just counting backwards in 5s. So 10 take away 5 is £5. So Ron gets £5 change. Just like that. Okay. Teddy has got 50p. He would like to buy 2 pieces of fruit. Which 2 can he buy? So that's your first step. So step number 1. Which 2 can he buy? Because he might not be able to buy all of them. But then you need to work out how much change he would get. Now I'm going to leave that as a challenge, and I want you to pause the video. When you've worked it out, come back to the video, because on the next page I'm going to show you all of the answers, okay? So make sure you do that, because I don't want you to cheat, okay? I want you to really work it out for me. So here you go. He could have bought an apple and a pear for 48p, and he would have got 2p change. He could have bought an apple and a plum and got 0p change, because they make 50p. He couldn't have bought a pear and a plum because it's too expensive. He could have bought an apple and a pear and got 2p change, and he could have bought an apple and a plum and got 2p change. Okay, there you go. There are your answers. Well done if you got any of those correct. Bronze today. You need to tell me how much the children have. Okay, remember they are 2-step. You've got some part-whole models to work out these questions. You then need to work out these questions. So it's about money in purses and wanting to buy things, but how much more money they need. And then here it's change questions. Just make sure you read the questions properly, and if you need to highlight or colour in or circle the important words like we would do at school, then you can do that, because it will help you. Silver, you are doing questions 1, 2 and 3 on the silver and gold sheet. Okay, there are your questions for today. Gold, you are doing questions 4 and 5. Now they are quite big word problems, but have a go. Use number lines if you need to. And Platinum, I think you've got some tricky questions today. You've got some explaining to do here. You need to tell me how many windmills Aisha can buy and how much change she will get. And the same here about robots. And then here, these are really tricky. Kevin spends £9. Which 2 items does he buy? But then you also need to tell me which combinations of coins he could use using the least amount of coins. So using the smallest amount you can, but only using coins. And then the same again here for Grace. Have a really good go at these questions. I know they're a little bit tricky, but use number lines and your times tables if you need to. Okay, but any questions, just email me or Miss Smith and we will be able to help you.